So what's going on, my dedicated bros, brothers? It's me, Luigikid, and today's video will be a little bit different compared to what I usually upload here on my channel. We are playing, once again, a game that was submitted for the Luigikid Creepypasta Challenge called The Meeting by Falonso, the winner of the previous Luigikid Creepypasta Challenge. But this video, as far as I could tell, was about a very serious topic, which is stalking, so I decided to make a little voiceover since the game is pretty slow-paced and the hallway simulator. So while I'm showing you the gameplay of the whole game, I want to make a little voiceover about this whole thing that I got on my mind. And I'm usually not very good at explaining all this stuff, but it needs to be said. So without any further delay, if you want to support me and this channel, you know the way it is. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course share the video if you want to spread the word. All that being said, enjoy the video. By the previous winner of the Luigikid Creepypasta Challenge, Falonso, let's go! Let's start the meeting, my dedicated bros and brodettes. I'm pretty hyped for this one, and you should better be hyped for that game as well. So, from what I've heard, this game is supposed to be some kind of hallway simulator game, and it most likely is going to remind you of some old SCP games. Oh, there is a note. There is a freaking note. And I can hardly read it. Wait, it says, press R to change the font. So, dear Jesse, I'm glad to see things are working out for you with your new job. Things started to work around my favor as well. More money means I can look for a way to meet you. It's still not enough. However, I should be able to meet you in a few months. I'll keep you in contact for when it happens. Much love, David. Bro, he is simp or something? This already looks kind of suspicious. Look forward to see where this game actually evolves to. Ho ho. Oh boy. Oh boy, I can hear some scary sound effects. Let's go. Another note. It certainly has been a while. How are things? I'm a man of my word. I finally got the money I needed, and I'm making my way to Florida. I'm looking forward to meeting you there. Much love, David. It's like this is a one-sided relationship. Maybe a parasocial relationship. So this is Luigikid from the future, and I decided to make this little voiceover to give a little bit more clarity about this whole situation, which I think is very, very important to share. So while I was playing, I quickly noticed that this game is a walking simulator quite similar to the SCP games that were popular a few years ago. You're basically walking in an endless corridor while finding notes that tell the story and develop our character. Dear Jesse, Florida is such a beautiful place. The beaches around here are quite pretty. No wonder you decided to move to live out here. We should meet each other. Are you perhaps interested? Looking forward for your reply. What a freaking simp. She did reply. Just yet. There's something definitely fishy going on. Whoa. What is going on in here? Oh, my ears do not like what I hear. Definitely getting some SCP vibes. I'm just going around in circles. Pretty repetitive, but hey, let's see. David, I made myself clear that I do not wish to keep contact with you. The court made very clear that you should not approach me or my children. If you send me another note, I will contact the police. Okay, this is definitely one-sided. What's the story, you might ask? We're playing as a guy named David, as it appears. David is writing notes to Jessie, apparently his wife. Really wants to meet up with her. And with really, I mean, he insists on a freaking meeting. As we progress, we find out that he's been divorced from Jessie, who has now the sole custody for their children. What David is doing is borderline stalking. Jessie even ends up replying that it was decided in court that he must no longer contact his ex-family. But still, he's constantly breaking these boundaries and goes on with his doings. Jesse, I do not understand what you mean. I just want to sit down and have a talk. Would you like to bring Esther and Jonathan too? Perhaps we can meet at your house together. I think I saw you walking back from the market yesterday, and I could get in there if you would like. Looking forward for your reply. Bro, this is actually some real harassment. I'm not gonna lie, those are events that can actually happen in freaking real life as well. So this is where I want to take the game aside and just talk about the real social issues that we can learn from this game. So many people worldwide have been a victim before or are currently a victim of stalking. Whether it's online or offline, doesn't matter at all. Not only, but especially women are often targeted by crazy lovers, ex-lovers, strangers, or even friends and family. Or if we're talking about celebrities, YouTubers and streamers, crazy fans that are just taking it way too far, my dedicated bros and brodettes. Hello Jesse, looking forward to our meeting tomorrow. It's been so long since I saw you and my children. Hope everything goes wonderfully today. Love you, David. So, stalkers are often people with mental health issues that should immediately try to seek professional help. But what if the person doesn't even realize that what they do is actually considered as stalking by somebody else? So, I know you dedicated bros are probably the good people, but I know some of you might be young and still don't have perfect social skills. I advise you from deep down my heart to respect boundaries. Nobody wants to deal or should have to deal with constant unsolicited messages, calls, letters, or begging for meetups. And no always means a no. There's nothing worse than not respecting somebody's boundaries, even if they don't seem to make sense to you. They don't need to make any sense. I can see you, Jesse. Open the door. What? Why is there blood on the goddamn note? Oh boy. These boundaries are just as personal as somebody's faith, their taste in music or fashion, or even their political views, okay? Trying to force contact with somebody is always asking for trouble. Respect a no just as much as you would want your no to be respected if you were in a similar situation. It's really strange. But yeah, judging from the old SCP games that I've played, something's... Oh boy! I knew it. And this advice also obviously stands for every aspect. YouTube and social media, dating apps, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter and Discord. And, of freaking course, real fucking life. If somebody appears to be uneasy or unsettled by you, don't contact them again. Move on with your life. If you are, however, in a position of being stalked or feel like you are being stalked, I definitely advise you to seek help as well. Talk to somebody you trust, family, friends, teachers, or if necessary, contact your local authorities or police station for the sake of your safety. These were just my 2 cents about the whole topic, my dedicated bros and dads. I know I suck at talking about serious topics for a long time, but I think this should fill the waiting time while we continue running through the hallways. With all that being said, let's get back to the game, and yeah, as I said, please respect the boundaries of others. Always be careful. Okay, the whole room turns reddish. Oh no, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So because David just can't accept a no, and you gotta accept that. They do not want to meet you. It is what it is. Go on with your life. You took everything from me. What did you get by following me to hell? Yeah, this is literally hell. What the? Finally. Well, can I high-five them? I can't jump. I can't interact with those hands. Pretty creepy. Oh boy. Probably have a change of events. You couldn't go on to live your life, could you? Life could be sometimes so much easier if people would accept a yes or a no. Esther and Jonathan, we were happy without you. Why did you come back? When it comes to the atmosphere, he really tries his very best to build something up, but the tension of the game, it's a little bit too slow-paced for my taste, but I think the bigger picture of this whole story is pretty important. I dedicate a roast for that, especially those that are younger. They need to know what is going on. I'll make sure you rot in here with me. Holy shit. You wanted to see me? Well then. Oh no. Will I now see her? I hope it's not gonna jump scare me. I'm probably gonna get jump scared though. So prepare yourself, my dedicated bros for that. But I'm definitely not going to like it, especially when it comes to the sounds here. I'm running into her, am I right? Come meet me. Is that why the game is called The Meeting? Everything is dark, I can't see anything. Okay. The game has closed itself. Holy. I didn't see anything. But maybe something did meet me. Is that the end of it? Highly doubt that. This can't be the end of that. Where is the meeting after all? Was the meeting just a jump scare? Time until our meeting? 5 hours, 2 minutes, and around 50 seconds. Return when the time comes. The game actually wants me to get back to it a little later. This is pretty cool.
A few moments later.
I was changing the time on my clock. The question is, will the time now come? Is it time for the meeting? Oh, yeah, it is time for the meeting. We're now in a whole new place. This is very interesting, and I like that feature a lot. Welcome home, sweetie. Why would you call me sweetie? This seems so off, not gonna lie. But that's one cozy-ass room with a... Oh, with a Luigi doll there. Awesome. I think this definitely is a tribute to the Luigikid Creepypasta Challenge. Thank you, Falonso. Oh, there's a note on the table. The kids are sleeping. Try to be quiet, okay? I was preparing something special for them. You still remember what it was, right? Was it a cake? You baked a cake for me. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool Peach. That's right, a cake for a bright future. The bright future of David stalking you, Jesse. I highly doubt that this is the future that you were hoping for. But that's just my 2 cents, my dedicated bros. Oh, there's actually a cake. It's beautiful. Was it here already? Was it here before as well? Did it just appear here? Okay, there's the next note. It's been a while since I made a cake. It's been a while since I've made a cake before. I created quite a mess before you showed up. Oh! Holy shit! Oh, I'm getting stalked. I love my kids, David. I would do anything to protect them. To see them grow up. To see them help society in some way. Or to do anything to make them happy. But you had to take everything away from me. Why did the lights turn off? I don't like that at all. Was it worth taking everything we had? Are you happy with what you have done? Okay, shut up, shut up. Now the game turns incredibly creepy after it took forever to actually get finally going. I will never forgive you for this, David. I will never let you rest in peace. What's she talking about? Holy fucking shit! Oh my goodness, you didn't do that. You didn't do that. That's exactly what I like to see when it comes to the Creepypasta challenge. But is this how the game ends? No, it can't be. Should have just listened to her. What's going on here? What's it space? The fuck? Are we back here? In this very weird corridor, hallway, whatever it is?
We now regret to report the murder of a woman and a man near the man, David Tyrone, had just moved to Florida, but after discovering the address of his ex-wife, Janice Menendez, had stalked her and attacked around midnight.
Told you, stop stalking!
The wife had struggled against the man for a long period of time until she was choked to death by David. Once police arrived at the destination, they found Jessie's body on her bedroom floor, while David took his own life on the bathroom. Both kids were found safe in their bedrooms.
At least the kids are safe. Holy shit, that is messed up. If you actually become victim of someone stalking you, or someone harassing you, talk to someone you can trust. Talk to your local authorities, guys and girls.
David would usually have frequent aggressive bursts of anger, where his wife would end up getting hit quite frequently. After David physically assaulted both his wife and son, Jessie had enough, and had David arrested for his abuse. The court agreed in a divorce where the mother would keep the custody of the children, and David was not allowed to go near them. To make sure he would never see them again, Jessie moved out of the country and traveled back to Florida to live with her parents.
It could have been so much easier. She did everything she can. But David, this freaking psychopath, he really had the audacity to get back to her.
He lived happily with his parents in Florida. David stayed back in a very poor and not suitable house, while living in denial for all the actions he committed. He would never let them go. He sent them letters pretending like nothing was wrong with them. But he deep inside,
that is already a sign
that
he has a huge problem.
That made him very sad. David was also very angry.
I can't even tell in my dedicated bros and dads if this is based on some true events or not. Maybe you in the comment section are actually smarter than I am.
Anger is like picking up a piece of hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone. It is always those who lift the stone that ends up burned.
What? Okay, now it's a little bit too quiet for my taste. I'm afraid. Ah! I got caught. I got caught. This is the end. We are dead. In the house. What the freak? Seriously, I wouldn't even be surprised if this was based on some real events. But yeah. I think in hindsight, there is his or her hand. I'm definitely gonna make a voiceover talking about a situation. Probably the future Renee, while you're watching this video, has already spoken about this whole topic. I guess this is something that we all could actually become victims of. But I think this is where the game ends once and for all, my dedicated bros and brothers. The shocking thing is that this is some true-ass reality that we've gone through right now, my dedicated bros and brothers. It was a little bit too slow-paced for my taste, But besides that, a very interesting concept and really interesting game. And yeah, I really like that, Falonso. Thank you so much for the submission. My dedicated bros, brothers, I hope you enjoyed today's video, even though it was pretty dark compared to other things that I usually play on the channel. But I still would really appreciate if you would smash the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like that. Maybe even share the message, share the word. I think this is something that each and every single person in the world needs to hear about. And yeah, those were just my 2 cents about this whole topic. So, that was the final game that was submitted for the Luigikid Creepypasta Challenge. So stay tuned, my dedicated bros, for that, because we're gonna soon announce the winners of the challenge on New Year's Eve. With all that being said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to rate the video or to comments feedback, and we'll see each other in the next video. Thanks for watching, my dedicated bros, for that. Stay awesome, stay safe, and see you, ciao!